Hey guys, this is Blabby Abby. It's Abua. I'm back with another video. For this video, I'll be filming about, an ABH, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. I found a dupe for it. You hear me talk about this company probably way too much to the point where you think I'm sponsored, but I promise I'm not. I wish I was. But I wish I was that famous, but I'm not. But the palette is called Retro Love by Bad Habit Beauty, and it's only $10. And I got it because I really wanted this subculture palette, like for the colors. But you know, after all the drama that was with it, like how people were saying it wasn't performing that well, and you know, all that mess, I was just like, you know, this is probably, let me cover this up. This looks like an exact shade dupe. Like, all the colors look exactly the same. And it's called the Retro Love palette by Bad Habit Beauty. It's available at Shop Hush, and I use the app because it gets you free shipping if you turn on your notifications, and I'm not about that, paying for shipping. So I try to save money wherever I can. And it's only $10, and it has 14 color eyeshadow shades. And I just think it looks, let me do it again, exactly like the Subculture palette. And I did this eye look with it, and it came out pretty good. Like, I know an issue with the Subculture palette is that the shades, people were saying the shades muddy together. I don't think it muddied at all. I think it came out really well, and for this palette to be only $10, I think that's a really good deal. So I'm going to go through, let me clean the back of my hand off. I'm going to go through and swatch the colors so you can see them. So the first color I'm going to swatch is called Rock and Roll. It's like a brownish red color. And I'm going to swatch it on the back of my hand. So that's a really pretty nice color. And then the next color I'm going to swatch is Maud. And I would say this is very pigmented. I don't know if I feel like you can barely see it because it is, I wouldn't say it's like similar to my skin tone, but maybe, you know, if I was pale, you'd probably see it better. But these swatches are, I know usually there's not a lot of swatches for black women, to be honest. So the next color I'm swatching is called Maud. It's what I use over in my crease. And I use Rock and Roll in my crease too. It's like a greenish color, a dark green. And that swatch, my swatches are horrible. That swatch really well too. And then the next color I'm going to swatch is called Rebel. It's like a mustard yellow. So I'm telling you, these shades look dead on the same. That wasn't that great. But I think, you know, it's not bad either. You build it up, it's really good. Let me try another whack at it because I could have just swatched it horribly. So I got some on the back of my finger. Yeah, it's the same. It's still, I think it's not that bad, to be honest. This palette is only $10. You just have to I'd probably use a white base with this on, especially for my skin tone. Let me wipe my hand off again and keep going. And then the next color, let me wipe my fingers off. The next color is called Pop. So just FYI, I got dirty. Straight down I started this way. I'm going down this row I'm on Pop right now. So Pop's like a dark brown, a gray dark brown. I don't know how to describe it. And it's really pigmented. That went on really well. Sorry, I tried a new lipstick, liquid lip matte, and it is sticky, but I love this color, so. If you see me trying to stick my lips, that's why. It was only $1, so what do you expect? And the next color is called Hippie. It's more of a gray brown than Pop. It's more grayish. And that swatched pretty good too. Then the next shade is called Icon. It's what I have on my lids. Well, I have a yellow shade, not Rebel, but Fab. We'll swatch it later. And Icon placed on top of Fab. And I really like this color. It's like a yellow gold. I feel like it kind of also has some green tints in it. And it swatched really well. It's pulling a little white on the camera. Let me see if I can. It's like a yellow gold. It's on my eyes and I think it looks really pretty. And then the next shade is called Psychedelic. Let me just wipe off my fingers. And it looks, for me, maybe it's a nice highlight. It's like a white shimmer, and it has like a tinge of pink in it. Ooh, I guess it's Durochrome, because that looked white on my finger. Like, I did not touch that shade because it looked white, and I probably would have used it for an eye look because of how pink it is. But that's gonna get used next. I love pink. And that's really pretty. Okay, and then I got more room on my arm. I'm gonna start on the next row because I started up where rock and roll. I'm gonna start where this is. It's called Free Love. It's like a nice bluish, greenish shade. Mainly more blue, just like a tinge of green. So that swatched really well. It's really dark and pigmented. Then the next shade is Fab. It's what I used on my eyes today. It's under the shade Icon, so I put Fab on and then I layer Icon on. I have I'm gonna have a tutorial on this eye look coming too. And Fab is also a yellow. I think it just has a bit more orange in it than Rebel. So it didn't swatch that great, so maybe the yellows in this palette aren't that great. Yeah, when I was using it, I had to really build it up. It'd probably be really good with the white base. And then the next shade I'm going to use is Nostalgia. I think I also use this too, kind of in my crease, just barely. It's like a, I'm staring at it. Sorry. It's like it's a dark brown with some purple. That's how it looks. Swatch it. It's not a bad, maybe that was just my fault, I think. But it's pretty pigmented, it's dark. And then let me wipe my fingers off. And the next shade I'm gonna swatch is called Revolution. It's a shimmer, it's a very gold shade. Oh, so I would say this palette has, let me see, it only has 1, 2, 3 shimmers, and the rest are all matte. Didn't even notice that. So Revolution is a shimmer shade. It's like a bronze gold, I guess. Swatch is really pretty. I mean, this is how it looks, really pretty. I'm gonna swatch it. I think it looks really pretty. I'm gonna swatch it too. Yeah, it swatches really well. It was really smooth and buttery. I would say all of the shimmers I'm using are swatching are really smooth and buttery. The powders aren't powdery at all, except with the exception of Fab and Rebel, the 2 yellows. I think they're a little powdery, and that's why they weren't swatching that well. But all the others were not super powdery. Let's see, how far can I take this? And I finish off this row on my arm. I'm wiping my fingers off again. And the next shade is Youth. I used it on this eye look all over. It's a transition shade all over my lid. It's a nice brown shade. Just brown. Kind of blends into my skin tone, so you can't see it that well. But it was pretty good brown. That's why I use it as a transition shade. It kind of blends in. And then the next shade is like a coral pinkish shade called Flower Power. This palette reminds me of the 70s. Because I've totally been there. I'm going to swatch that right here. So it's a pretty color. It's not as pigmented as the rest of the mattes. Definitely more pigmented, I would say, than Fab and Rebel, which are the two mattes that I had problems with. And it'll probably be really great under a white base. And I keep saying that. I know this isn't probably anything new. The white, I can't find it. But the white base I use is a NYX Jumbo pencil. NYX Jumbo eye pencil in the color Milk. Where is it? I have like more than one Jumbo eye pencil. So I'm struggling. I can't find it. But it's the NYX Jumbo color eye pencil in the color White Milk. I mean, it's a white eye pencil. That's what I use as a white base. I'm really trying because I have one more shade to swatch, so I don't want to have to like wipe all this off, wait a minute, and then put that one on. So we gonna try. It's called Peas. It's just a light brown shade. That's how it looks. Swatch that right here. Oh, I messed up. Let me try again. I smeared it. Applied the same, so I guess it wasn't completely my fault. It's not that pigmented. It's a light brown. So I think for overall the only shades, I can't roll this back up. Let me wipe this off. The only shades that I had problems with were Fab, Rebel, and Flower Power and Peace. And I think that for $10, it's honestly not that bad. Like, you just need a white base to use them with. And like, you know, versus I think it's $42 for the Subculture palette. Don't quote me on that. But versus $42 for what I heard how that palette went. I didn't get to use it, so I don't know if it's terrible. But I watched all the reviews, and I'm not gonna spend my money on it. But this is only $10, and I only had problems with 4 shades out of 14. So there's 10 good shades, and those 4 shades I think just need a white base. And it was $10 for this palette. Like, are you really gonna get mad at those 4 shades for $10? $10. But overall, I like the palette. I use it on the eye look I'm going to be posting later. I think it came out really great. I'm always looking for a dupe because, you know, there's some palettes you just really want to buy and you don't want to buy a dupe. Like, but there's some, like, after hearing about all this stuff around Subculture, I was just like, you know what, I just like the colors. So I'll find a palette that looks like the colors. And Shop Hush has really great dupes on their website. This palette's by the brand Bad Habit Beauty. I think they also did the dupe I showed you, the Huda Beauty dupe. I have another video on that if you want to check it out. I'll probably link it up there. But they're really great, I think, about bringing out dupes. And I have more dupes I'm going to show you, but for right now, this video is just focused on Retro Love. So, if you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it and hope this helped whether or not you want to purchase this, because what was I saying? I wasn't saying anything. I hope this helped that whether or not you want to purchase this. And thanks for tuning in, and like and subscribe. I said that already, but you can do it again if you didn't do it the first time. So thanks for watching, and I'll come back with more videos later. Bye.